What's up everyone, GameMaster468 here, bringing you yet another walkthrough. This time I'm doing a walkthrough of a game I've already done a walkthrough of, actually. It's of Stuart Little 2, the game. This was a game that I recorded, like, way before I got a capture card. And I just recorded things by taking my camera and pointing it at the screen. You know, the old school method of recording Let's Plays back then. Really, no one really does that anymore, and for good reason, because it doesn't really look good anymore today. So, yeah, so I figured I'd do a version 2 of this walkthrough, like I used to do with some of my other walkthroughs back in the day. So, yeah, here we go, updated walkthrough for you guys. Let's start a new game, and let's see what adventures await us. So here we go. Alright, so here we go, the first and only cutscene in this entire game. Yeah, you run, Stuart. You climb that bed. Here we go. Yeah, you jump on that zip line. Oh man, so edgy. Alright. You jump on that trampoline. Oh yeah. Climb on that. Go on the balloon. Oh man. This is so intense, guys. You can tell because of the music.
Dear Stuart, I'm in deep trouble. The evil
Aw,
Falcon's
snap.
been forcing me to steal jewelry for him from the people of New York. I want to stop, but I need your help to escape this crime lord's talons. Will you help me find all the hidden jewelry so we can return it to its rightful owners?
I love how the glitch on
If you can help,
not the
please
glitch, the
come meet me
texture
in
on
the
Stuart's
backyard so
ear
we can
kind of
begin the
glitches a little
search.
bit as he
Your friend
reads
forever,
this.
Marcelo.
Alright, well, that was a pretty short letter for how many words are on that page. So, yeah, here we go. Tutorial level, everyone. Let's do this.
We had better get you into shape, Stuart, if we're going to take on Falcon and return all the jewelry to its rightful owners. Thankfully, your brother George has built this training course for you to train on.
But if you think you're up for the challenge already, then... Oh, I'm sorry, hang on, I need to get... harness my inner Margalo here. Channel, I should say. But if you think you are up for the challenge already, then you can start the adventure early by selecting Quick Training in the pause menu. Start button. Press X to continue. Alright, so just like in the first walkthrough, I'm gonna address a few things. I'm thinking this is gonna be a 100% walkthrough. I kinda went for it in the original walkthrough. I pretty much got all but one of the jeweled rings in this game. So I came pretty darn close to getting 100% in this game in the original walkthrough. So, I think I might be able to pull it off in this walkthrough. So, I'm thinking this is gonna be 100% walkthrough, because, to be honest, this isn't that difficult of a game. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here, and you'll see as we progress forward. It's pretty easy to see even in the first walkthrough I did of this game. You could tell I was, like, super surprised by how ridiculously easy this game was. So, yeah, with that said, let's, do the tutorial. I could skip the tutorial, but you know what? I don't want to show everything there is to see in this game. So, yeah, let's talk to Margalo.
Okay, Stuart, the first thing we need to practice is your jumping skill. To jump, press the jump button and try to get over the step in front of you.
Alrighty, here we go. Oh man, that was so hard.
Wait, Stuart, I knew you could do it. If you press the jump button during the first jump, you will jump again while in midair. Try this to jump over the next step in front of you.
I should point out, if you're someone like me who, does multiple practice runs before, actually, going through the walkthrough, it should be noted that you don't get any of your, abilities until Margalo tells you about them. So you do have to talk to her in order to, get the moves you need to advance the tutorial. If you don't want to do that, just do what she said earlier and select Quick Training. I recommend that, because, it's one of those tutorials where they have to stop you, like, every 5 seconds to tell you about the simplest of things in the game. So, yeah.
That's it, Stuart. Why don't you practice jumping to and from the plant pots near us to make sure you've got the hang of it? When you feel you are ready, come over to me near the wall so we can continue your training.
Alright, let's strut on over to these plant pots over here. You actually don't have to do this part. You can just completely ignore this part if you want. As you can see, Marlo is already there. Now look at this. You can't even do a simple ledge grab without talking to her first. Stuart just can't comprehend the basics of ledge grabbing unless he has someone else tell him about it first. So, yeah, fill in Stuart on the greatness that is ledge grabbing, Margalo.
Here's a skill you might find useful, Stuart. You'll be able to climb over this wall behind me if you use your double jump skill. You'll be able to grab the top of the wall and then climb up by pressing up. Give it a try and I'll meet you over the other side.
No, Margalo, you're not saying it right. It's, you'll be able to climb over this wall if you use your double jump skill. You can grab to the top of the wall by pressing up. You gotta really emphasize those capital letters, man. You gotta really emphasize it. Alright? Just gotta do that. Alright, just gonna grab that before Margalo can even tell us about it.
You may have to defend yourself.
Okay,
against
Stuart, you're a
Falcon's
little
minions,
close.
So you're going to have to learn how to protect yourself. Small objects like this can be picked up and thrown by pressing the throw button. So pick some up and try knocking out some of the targets next to us. If you run out of ammo, come back and pick up some more.
Okie dokie. And yeah, this just respawns infinitely, I believe. So, yeah, just let's throw it at these worms, I guess. Even though they don't really look a lot like worms, they look like really weird worms. All right.
Great throwing, Stuart. If you stand on top of the tree trunk, I'll show you how to throw more accurately.
Alright, let's wait for Margalo to fly on over here. Should also point out, whenever you see these little pens here scattered throughout the level, that's somewhere where you can talk to Margalo and she'll tell you about whatever it is that you need to know. There is a use for Margalo in the main game, which you'll see later on when we get there. For now, let's see what Margalo wants to tell us. It's more tutorial stuff, of course.
You will see through Stuart's eyes. You can use this view to look around and aim more accurately with your throw attack. Try to shoot the flowers underneath the large tree to practice this new skill.
Alright, so if you hold down the L2 and R2 buttons at the same time, you can aim like this. And just like I said in the first walkthrough, it's still really awkward. I still don't really like this. There's not any point in the game where you have to use this, I don't think.
Excellent, Stuart. You should
Like,
have
this
no
is the
problems
only area
dealing
where you
with
have to
Falcon's
use that.
minions with shooting like that. Come and meet me near the fence so I can teach you your second attack.
So, yeah, it's kind of awkward to do. I don't really like it that much. So, yeah, I just prefer to use this instead. So, yeah. Now, she's gonna tell us about her second attack.
If you press your tail whip button, you will spin around and whip nearby objects with your tail. You can use this to open suitcases, protect yourself against enemies, and activate switches. Try your new skill on the objects beside us.
Alright, so we're gonna kill these plants, because Stuart is a plant killer now, apparently. And, yeah, easy peasy.
Nice move, Stuart. Now come over here near the gate and I'll show you another use for your tail whip.
Oh, it's this button? Can we press it? Can we press it? Come on, we can press it, right? No? Can't press it? Oh.
The gate is locked, Stuart, but don't worry. It can be opened by activating this switch. Use your tail whip move to activate the switch. I'll meet you on the other side.
And when we talk to her, now the switch decides to press for us. Alright, and pressing that will open the door. I think this is only for if you want to find, like, optional stuff. You don't really have to press these buttons if you don't want to. It's really more for 100% completion stuff, if you're up for that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Hi, Stuart. In this part of the garden, we're going to improve your climbing skills. First off, I want you to go over to the bamboo sticks over there. If you jump at one of them, you will grab it and be able to climb up and down. So get climbing, Stuart.
Okie dokie. So we can climb these poles, as you can see. Oh. So we can climb these poles, as you can see.
Great, Stuart. Now you can climb poles. try to jump from one pole to the other. Keep trying till you can get it.
Yep, and then the game forces you to do this acrobatic nonsense.
That's the way to do it, Stuart.
You don't ever have to
Come
use
over
that
to
in the main
stage and
game.
try jumping onto it and
I'm
climbing
fairly
to the
certain,
top.
if memory serves. You don't have to use that at all. If we were playing Toy Story 2, the video game, that would be a really useful skill to learn, because there are some sections in that game where you have to use that. But we're not playing Toy Story 2 right now, so yeah, that's kind of useless. But let's learn some more things we can climb as we climb up this thing.
I've reached the top, Margalo!
Holy cow!
Wow, Stuart. Good things sure do come in small packages. You can climb all sorts of things like the ivy on the wall over there. Have a go and see if you can reach the top.
Alright, so this is another thing. If you see these handprints anywhere in the world, you can climb them. Voila.
Fantastic, Stuart. Be on the lookout for that handprint, as whatever it covers you can climb up.
Yeah, as Margo just
Come over
said,
to
she
the
just did my
tunnel
job for me.
entrance and I'll teach you how to crawl.
Alright, now we're gonna learn about crawling. Let's go over here to this hole.
You will have to crawl on all fours under this obstacle, Stuart. Just walk up to the entrance and you will enter crawl mode. Then crawl to the other side of the tunnel where I will greet you. You can protect yourself in crawl mode by using the throw button.
Alright, so we can do that. We can crawl under this... Oh, go over here. And, yeah, and you can also throw while you're underground, which would be... It's a cool idea, but I don't think there's anywhere in the game where you have to use that. So I'm not really sure why this is here. Kind of disappointing. It would be kind of interesting to see, like, enemies in crawlable areas, and you have to defend yourself from them. But you can't do that at all in this game. There's nowhere where you have to do that. And, yeah, we can crawl around, so we can get hidden items. And for some reason in the original walkthrough, I made it, like, super depressing. Just out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, I do crawl. All the time. I have no idea what that was about. that was just super depressing.
Well done, Stuart.
Just out of nowhere.
Through the tunnel. Hope you didn't get too dirty. While you're in the water, use the speed.
Oh dear, I'm
boost
sorry,
button to
Margo. I
swim
didn't mean to
faster.
interrupt you there.
The carrot button to dive under, and then the jump button to swim around underneath. When you've had enough, swim to the surface and use the jump button to jump out and meet me near the bench.
Oh, is that all? Okay. It's just the tech is super slow. But yeah, as she said, you can swim above the water like this, and you can also hold down the R1 button to swim faster. If you press the circle button, you can dive underwater, and pressing the X button will allow you to move. Oh, just holding down the X button lets you do that. Well, I prefer to do this. Because, you know, that's what you do in most games like this, where that let you swim underwater. And holding down the R1 button lets you swim faster. So that's cool. There's no air meter, so you can stay underwater for as long as you want, which is pretty handy. Not super realistic, technically, but it's still useful, I would say. But, yeah, so now we're gonna learn about the last thing, which is monkey barring under things.
Here's a handy skill, Stuart. You can monkey bar under marked surfaces like the one next to us. Just press the jump button when standing underneath and you will automatically grab a hold. You can press the jump button to jump off at any time. So get on up and monkey bar down to the other end of the bench.
I love how super close Stuart is to Margalo. Looks like Margalo's like whispering in his ear like, "Hey Stuart, you wanna know a secret? Huh? Wanna know a secret? Huh? Wanna know a secret? Okay. Can monkey bar under things." Alright. That got a little creepy. But yeah, you can do this, and monkey bar under things, which is super handy. No pun intended, just the hand icons.
Well done, Stuart.
Yeah.
You've completed your training, so come on over to the back door and we'll begin the adventure and defeat that evil buzzard.
Alright, and that ends the tutorial level. Did that in one whole video, which is, in the first walkthrough. It took me, like, 2 videos, I think. It's kind of inexcusable, but you know, it had a 10-minute time limit back then. But thankfully, we have an unlimited time limit now, which is awesome. So, I'm gonna end things off here in the next video, we're gonna go into the main game and begin the very first level. See you then, everyone.